everybody. This is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Brisk, cool weather on tap for tonight's game between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Buffaloes of Colorado. We're about halfway through the season, and these two Big 12 teams are ready to get it on. And here come the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes come into this game expecting a win. I tend to agree with that. How about you, Herbie?
Colorado comes into this one with a good passing attack, and they have a difference maker lining up at wide receiver. In fact, Lee, I think he's one of the best receivers in all of college football.
I like it, Kirk. That's an excellent pick. Buffaloes all the way.
We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Lewis fields it in the end zone. If you like passing yards, then you're in for a treat. Today we get to see a very skilled quarterback dissect a defense that's pretty weak at cornerback.
Oh, he could be in for a field day. He's not going to face two starting corners much weaker than this. I expect this young man to have a big day moving the offense.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. He's a special player. I think we're going to see him complete a lot of passes with ease today.
It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 21. McNeil with three wide receivers. Here's the option. And now he pitches it. Breaks one. Right with a takedown. So he picks up about 5 on the option to the halfback. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 26. The Aggies come to the line with their jumbo package. McNeil options out. He's on the run. Washington brings him down. They go with the option and pick up the first down.
And that was just good instincts. You have to know when to pitch it or when to keep it.
Yeah, and in that situation, the quarterback knew he could pick up the first, so he kept it himself. Very good decision.
First and 10. Ball on their own 46. Number 21 is in the zone and looking to make something happen. Throws down the middle. Oh, great catch. And he's all the way down to the 26.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
It's first and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Texas A&M sets up in the I. This is the kind of running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone. McNeil goes with a play fake, and it's incomplete.
Calm down, sweetheart. Quit thinking so much and just throw the football.
I don't know if he's thinking too much. He just let that pass get away from him.
No. I can tell when a quarterback is thinking too much. Just take the snap, drop back, and fire it. You're all right if you do that, I promise you.
Texas A&M comes out with an I formation. McNeil options out to the left. Got some open field. Sims with a takedown. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Another reason why I love the option. Just when you think he's going to pitch it, he cuts up the field and keeps the ball himself.
No question, Coach. Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
Texas A&M hasn't been very successful this season with their red zone attempts.
No, not at all. When they get inside the 20, they always seem to throw a pick, fumble the ball, or commit a penalty. Everything but put points up on the board.
Option to the right. Big opening. Touchdown, Aggies. This quarterback just knows how to find the end zone, Coach.
And I'll tell you what, he can find it through the air or he can use his wheels. That guy can run.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and our score, Texas A&M 7, Colorado 0. Texas A&M to kick this one off. Mackey and Charles back to return. He hits a booming kick. Mackey fields it in the end zone. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 19.
Start the drive at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Colorado goes with the ace set here. He's got an opening. Gets past the tackler. Ball is loose. Fumble. And I think one of the big guys fell on it for the defense. And so the defense recovers the ball after the fullback coughed it up.
Well, he's really going to hear about it from his coaches. You got to protect the football.
Excellent field position to start the drive. The Aggies line up with 2 tight ends. And he is drilled.
He just went right through him.
Man, who was supposed to block that guy?
I don't think it matters, Kirk. He's playing with reckless abandon out there. It's got to be hard to block a guy that hits like that.
It's second down, 15 to go. Ball on the 44. McNeil lines up in the shotgun. He steps up, wants to throw outside. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
On the coverage.
Third and 15 coming up. Ball on the 44-yard line. The Aggies come out in a bunch formation. Looking. Throws it to the outside. The ball is tipped, and the safety got a hand on it that time. They line up to punt this one away. Bean boots it way up there. Brooks calls for the fair catch, and he can't hang on to the ball. He let that one get away from him.
And Brad, anytime a player muffs a return like that, it sticks around in the back of his mind. You need to just forget about it and move on.
They'll set up shop at the 14. The Buffalo line up with 3 receivers bunch. Pitch left, and they make the stop. Gain of a yard by the fullback.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 15. The Buffs go with the I formation. Vickers gets another carry. And down he goes. They got 4 yards on that one.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Colorado hasn't been able to get in the end zone very often this year.
Hey, forget about the end zone. They can't even get in the red zone.
Fullback handoff. Jolly brings him down. The defense punches them off the field after just 3 plays.
That was a short round, Brad. Nothing seems to be working right now.
4th and 5. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Colorado lining up to punt. Punts the ball away.
Mobley back deep to return.
Mobley fields it at the 44. Warren recovers a loose ball. They'll take over at the 45.
First and 10.
McNeil comes to the line with 3 wide. McNeil on play action. Throws it to the outside. Gain of 9.
On the reception, 9-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 46. McNeil is back in the gun. He's drilled as he throws. Someone got a hand on it. He spins. Looks like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Now, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
They'll go to work at the 19-yard line.
Colorado Buffaloes will start the drive at the 19-yard line.
The Buffs come out in a 2 tight end set. Little shake and bake move. McDaniel with a takedown. A nice 7-yard run by the fullback.
On the play.
Second and 3. Ball on the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
On the ground, left side. Broke away from 1. Brought down. And they get the first down.
And I tell you what, this fullback is impressive.
This is just a counter play here, and the big fella, he can definitely tote it.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. And he's taken down. That'll be a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second down and 5. Ball on their own 43.
43-yard line.
Texas A&M brings in the nickel here. Plant will hand it off. He jukes it. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Carpenter brings him down. Well, he worked hard for those yards, Coach.
Yeah, Brad, this kid is a hard-nosed football player. He gives them that kind of effort on every single play.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. One-man backfield. Plant tosses to the left side. And they make the stop at the 48-yard line. Got 2 yards on that toss to the fullback. Second and 8 coming up here. This is the 6th play of this drive. Vickers wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him. And off to the fullback. Jed's a tackler. Brought down. A gain of 3 yards by the fullback.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 5. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Buffaloes come out in the ace formation. Now he pitches it. He's on the run. He's knocked out of bounds. Well, Kirky managed to get enough there to move the chains.
Yep, that's a great effort there by the running back to be able to get the ball upfield and pick up another valuable first down.
It's first and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. They hand it off again. Brown with a takedown. And he gets 5 yards on the fullback counter. Second and 5 coming up here. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Colorado comes out with an I formation. Vickers gets it on a pitch. Sheds that one. They'll drop him for a loss. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. The Buffs come out in a two tight end set. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to come up with a sack. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at a halftime. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Colorado lining up the punt. Plenty of hang time on this one. Number 19 signals for a fair catch. Number 19 takes it at the 8. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll start this drive at the 9. McNeil lines up in the shotgun. Short toss. The senior makes the catch. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
2nd and 3. Ball on the 16-yard line. McNeil is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. Across the middle, and it's the senior.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Texas A&M comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. Has it to the senior. That's a 6-yard loss. Second and long. Ball on the 18-yard line. One-man backfield. McNeil has completed every pass this drive. He's going right. Walter brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. And they have 3 receivers bunched. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He might have a chance. And down he goes. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43. They line up in an I. McNeil will hand it off. Makes a move. He's hit and got away. And he gets peppered. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Aggies line up in an I formation. And now the ball is loose. It's picked up by the defense. Coach, what went wrong there for the offense?
Poor execution. They got to spend more time on the option in practice before they bring it into the game.
They'll set up shop at the 23-yard line. Colorado sets up in the I. Vickers takes a handoff. He broke his ankles. And he's tackled. Gain of a yard by the fullback.
1-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 24. Plant with 3 wide receivers. Plant with the give. Newton with a takedown. About 5 yards there on the fullback carry.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's third down and 4 to go. Ball on their own 29. Vickers is feeling it, and he wants the football in his hands. The big guy with room to run. Can't wrap him up. They'll bring him down. That was a spectacular run.
Yeah, when you talk about fullbacks, you think about guys who are able to block. Not the case here. As you can see, they love to give him the football. This is just a toss play. He gets good blocking, and fortunately for the defense, it wasn't 6. Good play, O.
First and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Colorado comes out with 2 tight ends. Got an opening. Brought down. He's not your ordinary fullback. This guy can move.
You bet he can. I like this kid. He's a heck of a football player. They need to get him some more carries.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Buffs come out showing 3 wide. Vickers gets another handoff. He's hit and got away. Tackle. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7 coming up here. And this is the 6th play of the drive. Vickers lines up in a deep back, I formation. Jack brings him down. And they pick up 2 yards. The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Colorado goes with the ace set here. Back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. Throws short. And down he goes. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play. Fourth and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Crosby lined up for the field goal, and he's going to need some distance on this one. He gets it up, and it sails right on him. No good.
Is no good.
They'll take over at the 25. Texas A&M comes out with 2 tight ends. They go with a toss. Across the middle. Incomplete pass.
You got to be careful when you're calling a trick play like this because it's usually a huge gain or a turnover. They were lucky it was only incomplete.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Aggies line up with 3 wide. Looks, steps up in the pocket, throws short, and he has his back wide open. Well, coach, a short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
Third and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Aggies set up in the gun. Looking. He's going to air it long. It's deflected. Picked off. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the ball game.
And that's 2 more than the quarterback wanted to throw. Now he's got to go back out there and play smarter football when the offense takes the field again.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback has to be able to put that out of his mind and act like it never happened.
Which one? First or second interception?
I say both.
They'll get the ball here at the 28. 1-man backfield.
First and 10.
On the goose, on the goose.
McDaniel brings him down for a loss. They're stopped for a 5-yard loss.
5-yard loss on the play.
Second down, and they got 15 for the first down. Ball on the 23. The Buffs line up in an I formation, and he's drilled Texas A&M calls a timeout. Third down and 12 to go. Ball on the 26. The Buffaloes come out in the ace formation. Under pressure, Jack comes away with a sack. Texas A&M takes a timeout. They line up to punt this one away.
Number 29 gets the punt.
It's away, and it's a booming punt.
Deep to return.
Mobley takes it at the 33. At the 40. Inside the 30. To the 10. Goodbye. He turned it up a notch there.
No question. He had the Jets turned on while everybody else was still shifting gears.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Texas A&M 14, Colorado nothing. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Charles back to return.
He kicks it. Mackey fields it in the end zone. Missed tackle. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll go to work at the 21.
At the 21-yard line. First and 10.
And the leader of the defense at corner is in the zone right now. He steps up. He's going left. Got his man. He's knocked out of bounds.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
They line up in an I. Throws this one out to the left. Batted ball. Got it to him on the run. And they finally knock him out at the 35-yard line.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Excellent job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Colorado lines up in a double tight set. Plant tosses to the left side. McDaniel brings him down for a loss. Colorado calls a timeout. Second down and 12. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Buffaloes line up with 3 receivers bunched. Plant drops back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. He might not be able to get the pass off. And they couldn't hook up on that one. Now, who's the penalty going to be called on here?
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul, first
The
down.
defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
It's first and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Plant comes to the line with 3 wide. Plant drops back on first down. Throws. And they push him out, so they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense asleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Buffs come out in a shotgun. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. He's going left. Touchdown, Colorado! The throw to the wide receiver goes for a touchdown.
That kid looks like a natural receiver out there.
Well, you can say he's from a good pedigree when it comes to football. I think his father's taught him very well.
And he tacks on the extra point. Less than a minute remains in the second quarter, and our score is Texas A&M 14, Colorado 7. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Lewis back to return.
Kicks it off. Mobley fields it in the end zone.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll start this drive at the 20. They line up in an I. They go with a run. They'll drop him for a loss. Great play, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, he shot out of his stance like a cannon and exploded into the backfield.
2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 19. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it out there. It's tipped. Incomplete. The ball is knocked to the ground.
Players use anything they can to get in the way of a pass.
Third and 11. Ball on the 19-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Inside handoff. Brought down. Colorado takes a timeout. They line up to punt this one away. He gets it away. Mackey calls for the fair catch. And they make the fair catch at the 40. And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, Texas A&M 14, Colorado 7. And the teams are lined up to start the second half. Kicks it off. Charles fields it at the 3. He jukes. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll take over at the 20. Colorado lines up with 3 receivers. Vickers on the give. There's a missed tackle. And they hit him in the backfield. Nice tackle to bring him down before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Solid effort there to break up that play.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 19. The Buffs come out in the ace formation. Plant gives it up the middle. A little juke. Warren with a takedown at the 31-yard line. He got a really nice gain on that run.
I'm going to tell you, I think the defense needs to make some adjustments. Maybe move 8 or 9 guys into the box. Coach, maybe they can slow this running game down.
You're right, Kurt. Heck, I could run through those holes.
The Buffaloes come out in the ace formation. Here's a pitch left side. And he's stopped behind the line.
Give this linebacker a big play in that stat column for an excellent tackle there.
Second down and 12. Ball on the 29-yard line. High formation here. Plant with a nice play fake. Wants to throw outside. Batted ball. Fantastic play by the cornerback.
All you young defensive backs at home, that is how you play defense.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Buffaloes come out in a 2 tight end set. Plant back to throw. Here they come. Looks. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. The senior at linebacker is making his presence felt.
Yes, he is. He was all over the quarterback that time.
Well, earlier in the week, Lee, he talked to us about how he was the vocal leader of this defense. But that time, his actions spoke louder than his words.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Colorado lining up the punt. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Mobley takes it at the 33. Juke move. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 45-yard line. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. He tosses it short. Intercepted by the linebacker. Not sure what the quarterback was looking at on that one.
Yeah, it cost him. He just threw his 3rd pick of the game.
Fellas, you got to give credit to this defense. They're taking advantage of each and every mistake this quarterback is making.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. They'll work the right side. Warren tackles him for a loss on the play, and they'll lose a yard there. It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Buffs go with the I formation. Vickers, left side. Bryant brings him down for a loss. They gave the fullback a shot at picking up yardage, but he couldn't get anything.
That was a beautiful thing to see that defense crash in and bust up the play.
Third and 11. Ball right around midfield. The Buffaloes come out in the ace formation. He drops back. He steps up, looking, and they got him for a loss. What do we have, Lee?
We have sack number 4 today. This defense came to play, and I love it.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. Number 29 boots it way up there. Number 19 signals for a fair catch. They'll down the punt at the 9. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go to work at the 9-yard line. McNeil is back in the gun. Back to pass. Rolls right. He gets the pass away. The pass was knocked down.
This defense is very aggressive, and they swarm to the football. They're always making plays to disrupt the passing game.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 9.
9-yard line.
The Aggies come out in a bunch formation. McNeil set to go to the air. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw it.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
So with less than 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, the score is Texas A&M 14, Colorado 9. Will be punting this one on the free kick.
Texas A&M is lined up for the free kick.
Tries to shoot. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll start this drive at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
The Buffs go with the I formation. Little shake and bake move. Jolly brings him down. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball on the 43.
43-yard line.
The Buffaloes come out showing 3 wide. Vickers gets it on the counter. Tackle. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 44.
44-yard line.
This defense is looking to their impact corner to make a play. Platt sets up the play action. Throws this one out to the right. Oh, he could have had a big reception that time.
Just let that one get away from his vision just for a split second.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Colorado lining up the punt.
Mobley at deep to return.
Number 29 punts it, and it's a good one. Mobley calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Aggies line up with 2 tight ends. Handoff up the middle. And he's going to lose yards on this one. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed it.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Aggies come out in the ace formation. On the ground with the tailback. Shakes off a tackle. Big opening! And they make the stop. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
The Aggies line up with 2 tight ends. Lewis gets the carry. Has some daylight. At the 40. Inside the 30. To the 20. Goodbye. Touchdown, Aggies. What a weapon this running back is.
I'll tell you what, this guy makes the defense look early out there. They're falling all over themselves trying to get him on that one.
And he hits the PAT. And now let's take a look at the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Texas A&M is ready to kick it away. Mackey and Charles back deep to return. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Charles fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll set up shop at the 18.
Start the drive at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
They line up in a double tight set. And he stopped behind the line. The big fella couldn't get any momentum going.
It's tough to get this guy down in the backfield. He's always falling forward. But on that one, they hit him before he could get his weight going forward.
Second and 13. Ball on their own 15. Colorado comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They'll drop him for a loss. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, the big fella's a hoss. I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
It's 3rd down and 13 to go. Ball on the 15-yard line. Colorado goes with the ace set here. He's looking. He rolls left. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
4th and 1. Ball on the 8-yard line.
Mobley is deep to receive, and something tells me he's looking for a second return. He punts it. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll take over at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Aggies line up in an I formation. McNeil, hands off right side. Walter with a takedown. That'll be a 7-yard pickup.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second and 3. Ball on the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Texas A&M 21, Colorado 9. Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 30.
30-yard line.
2 tight end set. McNeil caught to the left side. Breaks one. And he's tackled. So he picked up a few on that run.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
One man backfield. Here's the option. He can scoot. He laterals the ball. They'll bring him down. And they move the chains once again.
And that's what they need. Move the chains and keep the other team from getting their hands on the football.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Lewis is dangerous. Let's see if they put the ball in his hands. Pitch left. Gets past the tackler. And they hit him in the backfield. And they stop the halfback for a loss.
Now let me tell you something. That toss play had no chance whatsoever. Defense was all over it.
Second and 12 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. Texas A&M comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. The Aggies come out in the ace formation. They'll run the option. Lateral. Washington brings him down. They got 4 yards on that one.
Gain of 4 on the play.
On the 12, and they can smell the goal line. And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Goes to the end zone. He dropped the sure touchdown.
Oh, come on, kid. No excuse for dropping points.
This should be an easy field goal. The kick is up. And it splits the uprights. Time to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And remember, the good folks at Pontiac have been bringing you fuel for the soul since 1926. Texas A&M to kick.
Texas A&M
Kicks it off.
Charles back to return.
Charles fields it in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Buffaloes go with the I formation. There's the play fake. He's looking for his man. Complete. He might have a chance. And they make the stop.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 32. Colorado goes with the ace set here. Vickers takes a handoff. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
On the run. Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and 2 coming up here. Ball on their own 40. Plant comes to the line with 3 wide. Vickers on the give. And he's hit hard. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
It's third down and 3 to go. Ball on their own 39.
9-yard line.
Colorado sets up in the eye. He's in trouble. He'll dump this one off. Newton with a takedown. He's going to come up shy of the first down marker, guys.
And then not been a great defensive effort, he would have easily gotten there.
They're crowding that line of scrimmage. They go with a toss. Jed's a tackler. And they make the stop. He's not your ordinary fullback. This guy can move.
You bet he can. I like this kid. He's a heck of a football player. They need to get him some more carries.
First and 10. And this is the 6th play of the drive.
On the 50-yard line.
The Buffs come out in the ace formation. Inside handoff. And he's tackled. About 4 yards on that play.
Ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. This is the 7th play of this drive. Back to pass. He's going left. He's right there for the interception. Throws away from one. What a catch. I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. As we just saw, that's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
They'll get the ball here at the 38.
At the 38-yard line. First and 10.
The Aggies line up in a goal line formation. On the ground with the tailback. A pickup of 4 on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. McNeil hands it off. He jukes it. And he's taken down. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
First and 10. Ball on the 46.
46-yard line.
Texas A&M lines up in a goal line set. Lewis gets the call. Oh, what a move. There he goes. To the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. Second touchdown there by the running back.
And you could tell he really wanted to get in on that one.
Yeah, he showed a lot of determination and heart on that run. That's a nice touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Texas A&M 31, Colorado 9. It looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Texas A&M
kicks it off.
Charles back to return.
Mackey fields it in the end zone. Makes a move. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Colorado goes with the ace set here. Lofting it out. Got a man wide open. Got it to the senior.
Move those sticks. That's a first down.
And a great catch, too. Did you see how he looked that one in?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He can catch the football. They like to run this fast-paced kind of offense.
Yeah, and sometimes you get the defense to panic and waste a timeout.
The Buffs line up with 2 tight ends. Nice play fake. Complete. And down he goes. I think the offensive coordinator likes that play, guys.
Apparently, that was the exact same play again.
Well, when you know you can exploit the defense with a certain play, you run it and you run it often.
The impact corner is in the zone right now and looking to take away half the field. And he brings it down. Tackle. How about that reception?
Great play. And let me say one thing. This defense has to do something to slow down this passing game.
Lee, they better make some adjustments because that's the exact same play they've been running this entire drive.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. Sheds that one. Touchdown, Colorado! So they give it to the fullback, and he crosses the goal line.
This is a guy who gets the job done no matter what you ask him to do, and it's a big reason why many see him as the best fullback in the country.
And they're looking to get 2 points here. They'll run the option. They got it. This drive summary is brought to you by Pontiac. Colorado lined up for the onside kick.
Mobley back deep to return.
Here it goes. Can't wrap him up.
This is where I look for the defense to clamp down after some sloppy tackling the last time. They let this offense run all over them, all the way to the end zone, and I don't see that happening again.
They'll go to work at the 35-yard line. I formation here. Brought down. Colorado calls a timeout. Second and 9. Ball on their own 36. The Aggies come to the line with their jumbo package. McNeil will hand it off. He's hit and got away, and he's taken down. The defense calls a timeout, and they'll have one timeout left. It's third down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 39. McNeil on the option. He jukes. And down he goes. Good yardage there on the option.
Outstanding play. Well executed. Here it is, third down, and they come up big on the run.
Excellent call by the coach there.
Colorado takes a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 45. Texas A&M is about ready to celebrate a big victory here. And he takes a knee. It's second down and 11 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. Now's not the time for a blown coverage. This quarterback is in the zone. McNeil gives it up the middle. Brought down. A nice 7-yard run by the fullback.
7-yard gain on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball right around midfield. They line up in an I. gets another carry. Missed tackle. Tackle. They had a moderate amount of yards to gain, and they'll end up a foot or two shy.
Yeah, the defense closed up that hole just in time.
There's the final gun, and this game is history. Kirk, what'd you think of this one?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Colorado probably feels they should have won this game, but they just didn't make enough big plays when they needed to.
And we thank you kindly for taking part in NCAA Football 2006. Our final tally in this game, Texas A&M 31, Colorado 17. This is Brad Nessler for League.